you won't feel like your life is being thrown at you because you're actually looking forward to the greatness of what life has to offer for you. Being able to have full concentration about what you're doing no matter what. As you're going through your day, I don't know any person, whether I meet them doing my medical practice or I meet them doing the energy practices and I'm showing them how to do different physical or mental or meditative practices. It all based on the fact of whether you are going to feel better in whatever you're going to keep doing the rest of the day. So my goal for myself and for other people is that you should have a list of things that are part of your standard grade 8. And that's something that was invented a long time ago, back in the days of Lao Tzu, the originator of the yin yang symbol, back in the days of early China. But that really you have eight areas that if you focus on, and I try to have each one of those areas have something out of our program that I do each day that allows me to feel even better than the day previously, because that's really the goal. The goal should be for all of us as human beings is to be like tall trees. And as you notice that if you look at redwood trees in Northern California or any of the other trees and forests, you'll notice that each year, unless there's some disaster or something, they keep growing taller and taller and greener and bigger. And the goal in being alive is that we also are to be getting stronger and healthier and more vital every day. So to do that, what I follow is this 8-step program that has to do, it's called the grade 8. And it has to do with, like, the first thing is that physical, what am I going to do physical each day? And then I give myself a measurement on which of those practices I'm going to do. And so I've got a physical practice that there's over, we have access that you can get through the different courses of over 235 of them. But you can do some at your desk. You can do some before you go into a trial. You can do some before you go into a negotiation. You can do some before you go in front of a serious conversation with your spouse or an employee. And what's so great about them, they put you in a place where you're like, okay, all right, I can do this. So the physical practice is one of the things that's so important. And there's all kinds. You can have a practice where you're just actually moving your hands in a certain way so that the wrists, which have so many sensors in them, are actually able to, completely move in a way that you have no, restriction in any part of your body. So that, your whole body was meant to be able to move in every single position. And so are you. And therefore, whatever comes to you, you're able to do that. So physically is one of the 8. Another one is relationship-wise. You really want to be able to feel great about other people, about meeting people every day, about seeing yourself in the mirror every day. You don't want to wake up and go, oh, it's you again. And some people do that. Some people go, oh, I'm tired of being tired, and have some internal conversation. The internal conversation has nothing to do with you. It's just historical material that has just got recorded. And what you'll learn in Energy for Success practices is you can just have all that just washed off, and like you're taking a shower and your brain is completely clear for the day. So in terms of relationship, my goal each day is that I have closer and warmer and deeper relationships with family members, people in my work environment, new people that we're interacting with, and anybody else that I come in contact with. So there isn't a person that I'm not actually interested in seeing, hey, who are you? What's going on? One more human being that you can connect to on the planet. And that enrichment is what life really lifts both of us up. Third thing is, like, not only physical, not only relationship, but also in your financial status. People are freaked out about, well, do I have enough money? I'm not making enough money. What are my numbers? Do I have enough money? Those are okay questions. But the truth is, wouldn't you rather be empowered to go, I can put the ball in the basket. I can make the money I need to make starting now. And with this practices that we have where you actually listen to this rapid transformational vibrational techniques where you actually have your eyes closed and I guide you through multiple vibrations. And I listen to them too. So they work. Some of them are 7 minutes long, some of them are 15, some are even 30. I did one for world peace that's available that actually goes 40 minutes. But the point is, what you do, your health automatically assisted, pulled up the mountain of enlightenment so that it's almost like if you've ever heard about people that are in race cars, and when they're in a race car, they are in bicycling, they get in the rider in front, and they all of a sudden get pulled into their drift with them. So that as you hear the guided vibrations in this rapid transformational vibrational technique, you just listen, your whole body gets pulled into those things because that's what your body wants. Your body wants to feel more and more and more expanded and enlightened every day. And so I do that. That's the third thing that I do. And there's 5 more that are part of the Great 8. I can go into them. One more would be creativity. I always want to get a score each day on how many things did I actually, not only on my to-do list, yes, that's like getting part of a process of work, but how creative was I in being triple E, which would for me means energized, efficient, and effective. In other words, okay, I've got a job to get done. How creative can I be in getting it done? Zappo, and having it done being perfect the first time. So I wanted to learn how to dictate, learn how to write things the first time. So when it came out, it didn't take 1,000 corrections. And it took a while, but I use these energy practices to be able to write different articles and books and research papers and even practices that I've transcribed so that it's actually very useful and it doesn't take up a lot of time because so many people are stuck without feeling they have got the time that they want. And when you're being triple E, you're like, it's not a problem. You're on it. So, and another one of the 8, fifth one would be that you have serendipity, that you actually have a feeling that, my life is really having a lot of good things happen today that weren't even on my list. In other words, you're doing life and life's okay. It's not that you have to watch a sitcom or rom-com to feel like, well, at least they're having fun. You're having fun and you're going, I'm having fun today. And that's a score you should have. You should have this lightness. And then another thing that I have as part of the way I score myself for each day is whether I'm really looking forward to the next moment, whether I'm actually feeling this experience of equilibrium, no matter what's coming up, so that if something comes in to what I'm doing, it's like some people go, oh, please don't put anything else on my desk, or, not another one of those or something like that, rather than, okay, how is this going to be an opportunity? So if I can actually give myself a score throughout the day going, okay, this is going to be an opportunity. Just like somebody passed me the ball. Okay, now I get to put it in the basket. Somebody passed me an opportunity to do something. How can I make that into an opportunity rather than judging it and making it like something that doesn't fit into my schedule and don't bother me and I'm already overwhelmed? No overwhelm. That's got to be one of the practices that I work on each day. And it turns out in the positive is I'm always looking forward to, hey, bring on the next thing. What else can I take on? Ben Franklin said a long time ago, he says, if I've got a real job I've got to get done, I'll give it to somebody who's already busy. Well, why did he say that? He said that because people that are busy at least have figured out how to, work through a number of projects without getting either fatigued or depressed. And so it's just opening certain sensors in your body, which the program we've got for you allows you to do very simply. And it doesn't take just a few minutes to be able to open the sensors so that your brain and your whole heart and your system, you can feel the energy flowing towards, okay, what do I need to do next? Hand me something else. I'm ready. You're not like Lucille Ball in that movie that she made a long time ago that's still on the internet, where she was in a candy factory and she couldn't wrap the candy fast enough, so she starts stuffing it in her mouth and starts losing it. You don't feel like your life is being thrown at you because you're actually looking forward to the greatness of what life has to offer for you. And so the being in flow and zone actually puts you in the next place, which means that there isn't anything that you're doing or that I'm doing during the day that I don't want to be measuring that, hey, this is, I'm clocking along here. I'm in my space. There's nothing, I'm not jumping at something or I'm not being interrupted by that. So everything that has to do with being in the flow in sports, you think about, well, I just want to be able to put the ball in the basket. That's flow and zone, but also being able to have full concentration about what you're doing no matter what. Thank you for being here with us today. I love being with you and the information we've got. We've got so much more coming. So please subscribe if you would like to hear more in-depth information from us. And we've got a gift for you. Please look in the writing below. There's a link for a gift we're going to send you. And there's so many more things we can't wait to send you. So thanks for being with us today.